I really enjoyed my placement. So the cool thing about my placement is I was actually able to use connections that I'd already kind of facilitated, but our placement coordinator did a great job at also sending me potential opportunities that I might be interested in. So I both had those previous connections as well as was finding out what other things are out there to do. So the nice thing about the placement is that you're really able to work closely with like your mentor, and kind of figure out what things are going to be beneficial both for your growth as an individual in your masters, but also what will be really instrumental for your placement, like your coordinator. So finding ways in which what you've learned can be applied to make your organization a better place and able to kind of utilize those skills. And there's also things that you learn in your placement that you don't learn through the M.BEMA, and it just makes you a more well-rounded individual overall. I've really enjoyed the capstone. It wasn't, it seemed really daunting at first, with a week to kind of do an environmental impact assessment. But I think the way in which it's structured, you kind of get that daunting feeling and then you work together in order to know how to apply it. The other really great thing about it is, especially in an online course, having been behind the screen, you get to know your classmates, but you don't really get to know them, if that makes sense. So being able to kind of get here, really learn about what their placements were like, since you don't have any communication with the other students during that process, being able to talk to them, ask them about like what did they like about their placement, can give you a really good idea about what type of work you want to get into, because we have such a variety of different placements that were done. So there were people who focused on report writing and like data analysis, and there are others that were doing more field work. And then you can kind of get a good assessment for, okay, does that sound like something I would be interested in doing? And that can kind of help map out what you may want to do with your career.